Chapter 10, Coaching and Performance Management by Clarissa Hayes, Samantha Willis, and Douglas Morris. Today we will be discussing with you coaching, the need for coaching, effective coaching, coaching and performance management, role of the supervisor and manager in coaching, the human resources development professional's role in coaching, improve poor performance, responding to poor performance, coaching analysis, coaching discussion, a positive approach to managing poor performance, constructive criticism, destructive criticism, and setting goals. Coaching. The best way to explain on what coaching is that it is a process of treating employees as partners in achieving both personal and organizational goals. In the process, individuals are encouraged to accept responsibility for their actions, to address any work-related problems, and to achieve and to sustain superior performance. Coaching encompasses more than mere technique. It is a day-to-day approach to managing performance. The need for coaching. Workplace coaching ensures employees gain career or professional development and satisfaction. In return, it helps to retain the most valued employees. Coaching employees in the workplace to performance, rather than managing them, makes them more committed to their work. Coaching can significantly increase many aspects of self-awareness for participants as leaders and as team members. Executives can focus in on their styles of leadership as well as team roles and contributions. They can better appreciate their personality, motivations, and fears as well as how they impact others. Effective coaching. This is done by performing two distinct activities: coaching analysis, which involves analyzing performance and the conditions under which it occurs; coaching discussion, or face-to-face communication between employee and supervisor, both to solve problems and to enable the employee to maintain effective performance. Coaching and performance management. Performance appraisal is an evaluation system that typically makes use of a standardized rating form that is used to measure various aspects of employee performance. Numerical values or ratings are generally assigned to each performance dimension. Performance management is a management tactic that goes beyond the annual appraisal rating and interviews and seeks to incorporate employee goal setting, feedback, coaching, rewards, and individual development. Performance management focuses on an ongoing process of performance improvement rather than primarily emphasizing an annual performance review. A majority of organizations today have some sort of formal performance appraisal system. Most formal appraisals are done annually, though there is evidence that employees prefer to be evaluated more frequently. Many supervisors and employees frequently express considerable dissatisfaction with the performance appraisal process. As a result of this, many organizations have begun to emphasize performance management. Performance management focuses on ongoing process of performance improvement rather than primarily emphasizing an annual performance review. Performance management is more informal feedback over formal feedback. To the left, I have added a model showing the steps to performance management. Step 1. Define performance. Set performance goals. Establish and communicate performance expectations. Step 2. Evaluate performance. Monitor performance. Communicate performance strengths and weaknesses. Step 3. Review performance. Deliver feedback to employees. Coach employees. Step 4. Provide performance consequences. Provide sufficient and valued consequences. Role of the supervisor and manager in coaching. Many people in an organization can serve as mentors, teach new skills, or help overcome specific problems. However, it is the supervisor's responsibility to ensure that his or her unit meets goals and ensure that employees perform their tasks effectively. They are able to do so by using all information available to coach others. They have the freedom to coach and counsel others regularly, and they have the authority to implement coaching effectively. The Human Resources Development Professional's role in coaching. HRD professionals must ensure that the coaching and performance management system in their organizations are functioning effectively and contributing to both individual development and organizational effectiveness and support. Coaching is an HRD intervention. HRD provides training for the coaches. HRD provides training to correct performance problems. Improve poor performance. Definition: specific agreed upon deviations from expected behavior. Before management can decide whether an employee is performing poorly, standards need to be established on what is good performance and how it is applied in the work environment. There are many reasons why an employee may be performing poorly, but it is up to the manager to confront the problem and find new ways to create conditions to minimize chances for reoccurrence. Responding to poor performance. Causal attribution theory. People assign causes to behavior. Different actions are likely based on internal versus external attributions. May use rational information and bias when determining the cause of poor performance, which leads us to fundamental attribution theory. Assumes or attributes poor performance comes from a cause within a person. Supervisor may overlook other causes. Example is blaming others for things they have no control over. Coaching analysis. The process of analyzing factors that contribute to unsatisfactory performance and deciding on an appropriate response to improve performance. Mager and Pipe's model has the advantage of guiding a fundamental and efficient analysis to determine solutions to performance problems. Mager and Pipe's model. Mager and Pipe's performance analysis gives managers questions that they can ask themselves to help identify the cause and solution to poor performance, such as identify the unsatisfactory employee performance. Is it worth your time and effort to address? Do subordinates know that their performance is not satisfactory? Do subordinates know what is supposed to be done? Are the obstacles beyond the employee's control? Does the subordinate know how to do what must be done? Does a negative consequence follow effective performance? Does a positive consequence follow non-performance? Could the subordinate do it if he or she wanted to? Coaching discussion. Coaching discussion is designed to help an employee perform effectively. Two different approaches can guide you through this discussion: Ken Law 3-stage process or Forney's 5-step process. Ken Law 3-stage process. Confronting or presenting. Limit negative emotion. Identify performance needing improvement. Establish goal to help employee change. Using reaction to develop information. Employee disclosing concerns. Use concerns to agree on problem/causes. Resolving or resolution. Employee takes ownership. Express commitment to establishing open relationship. Forney's 5-step process. Step 1. Employee acknowledges problem. Define consequences for supervisor, coworkers, and employee themselves. Discussion should not continue beyond this point until problem is acknowledged. Step 2. Discuss alternative solutions to problem. Employees more committed to alternatives they came up with. Supervisors should help employee create these/clarify them. Step 3. Agree on actions to be taken to solve problem. Supervisor helps employees understand what should be done or what will happen. Agree on time to follow up. Step 4. Follow up to measure results. Determine if employee has been progressing towards goal. Important to let employee know that supervisor cares. Step 5. Recognize achievement when they occur. Motivates employees to continue their path toward improvement. If by chance the coaching process still doesn't resolve the performance issue, then management needs to make a choice of either transferring employee to an area that they can perform effectively or terminate the employee.
In this topic, I will be discussing coaching, a positive approach to managing performance. Can it be successful? Can it be effective? And does it matter? Let's get started. Effective managers realize that they need to take an active and positive role in employee performance to ensure that goals are met. These managers realize that they are paid not primarily for what they do, but for what their subordinates do. Therefore, they define their role in managing employee performance as one of empowering employees. Their role is to ensure that employees know specifically what to do, can actually do it, and do not face unnecessary obstacles or disincentives to effective performance. When changes in the environment, goals, or tasks occur, employees are informed and given the opportunity for training so that they can adapt to the changes. Effective managers also make sure employees know how they are performing on a regular basis and that effective performance is rewarded when it occurs. They do not intervene only to correct problems or increase production. Therefore, performance discussions are less likely to be seen primarily as opportunities for conflict. A manager can be a superb planner, organizer, and decision maker, but without the effective management of employee performance that coaching provides, objectives will be difficult to achieve. Coaching can create a partnership between a supervisor and an employee that is dedicated to helping employees get the job done. So to reiterate, managers attract, educate, train, motivate, empower, and reward their employees. In this section, I will be discussing 3 topics: constructive criticism, destructive criticism, and setting goals. Let's start with constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is highly recommended that managers use a non-judgmental approach when providing employees with feedback, and that this feedback should be specific, professional, factual, and constructive. Criticism during the appraisal interview has been shown to lead to high levels of anxiety and most likely turnover. Employees will accept some criticism, but it must be specific, behaviorally focused, and delivered in a considerate manner. Generally, it is recommended that criticism be kept to a minimum, in which can be helpful in most cases. To the right, you will see I have added 4 tips for accepting constructive criticism. Tip number 1, before you get defensive, be curious. Ask the person to elaborate. Tip 2, focus on the message, not the messenger or delivery. Tip 3, stay objective and grounded, but note that it is okay to have emotions. Tip 4, know that in the end, the feedback will help you grow. Deconstructive criticism is negative feedback that harms, undermines, or offends the recipient. Research has shown that the effect of destructive criticism demonstrates that destructive criticism does the following: increases employee anger and tension, leads employees to handle further disagreements with resistance and avoidance, leads employees to set lower goals and report lower self-efficacy, is cited by employees as an important cause of conflict. Deconstructive can also lead to embarrassment. A person can feel attacked. It can lead to tearing down ideas. It can make a person also feel worse. It can also include rapid fire and random responses. And lastly, my final topic, setting goals. Let's get started. Goal setting is an important part of performance management. Setting goals during a performance discussion leads to positive outcomes such as satisfaction with the discussion, increased participation, perceived fairness and accuracy of feedback, and perceived utility of feedback. Setting specific goals has been shown to lead to positive behavioral change. Employee participation in the goal-setting process is more effective than simply assigning goals to employees. Coaching, goal setting, and feedback aspects enhances the performance of management. It involves both analyzing performance and conducting discussions with employees to solve performance problems and determine ways to enhance performance. To the right, I added a goal-setting theory. These theories include setting goals for an employee, tying goals to the work unit, setting specific goals, ask supervisors to set their goals, hold performance meetings, ongoing feedback and coaching, ensure focus on relevant areas, and align reward systems with the results.
This concludes our presentation. I hope you were to learn something new about coaching and performance management. Please don't forget to watch our interactive video on Whiteboard. Thank you.